Hello everyone, today we have new video review and this time we're gonna check fresh release from IBG Models. As you can see, that's an aircraft in 1/72 scale which copies PZL 42, it's Polish light bomber from World War II, and now we have a chance to replicate it in this particular scale. So as you can see, we have this beautiful box art on the front. Box size is not that big. Here you can see comparison with my hand. On the side we have some safety information that is not suitable for children under 14 years. And of course on the other side there is history note on 3 languages, so Polish, German and English of course. It's a top opening box. And here's what we have inside. So as you can see, there is plenty of space inside. All plastic bags are sealed. So just check them if they are sealed and you are good to go. And we're gonna start from this one, which was on the top. Just give me a second to open it. Okay. Here we have parts for the fuselage and also for some external elements. And you will see them in a second. So first we have here the wing fairings and also special covers for landing gear, and here you can see them. Inside there are position pins for the proper placement of these parts together, so it's quite a nice feature to have. And don't be surprised that we have only one side of the landing gear, because it should be connected together with second parts, which we'll find on the other sprue next in our video review. Next we have this frame with tail wings and also some these 2 separate rudders, and as you can see they are molded nicely. The thin attachment points should be easy to separate, and external detailing includes recessed panel lines and nice replication of those let's say ribs on the tail wings. Next we have, as I said, sprue with fuselage halves. Here we have both halves molded without tail segment, as you can see, but we have special slots for the tail segment. Also here we have special parts for the front cowling. These are landing gear wheels, some parts for the cockpit here. And let's flip it over. By the way, note that propeller is attached by 3 points and 2 are on the blades, so you will have to be careful while separating them. And here you can see that we have minor cockpit detailing inside fuselage halves. Of course it would look better after a careful application of washings and of course some weathering applied here. But there are no position pins, only one in the tail segment, and that's pretty much all for those large halves. Next we have another plastic sprue. This one is also packed into the separate plastic bag, so just give me a second to open it and we'll take a closer look. Okay, so here we have wing parts. These are divided in quite typical fashion, I would say. So we have 2 top halves and 1 bottom. Here we have another fairings for the wheel wells. Note that front cowling is molded separately with some replication of the propeller fan, and also here is a separate engine. But attachment points on the cowling will require careful separation, because otherwise you might damage it. And there are 4 of them, as you can see. And of course all wing mechanization parts are molded integrally with wing parts, but at least we have position pins inside, which should help you with alignment and proper positioning of those parts. And next we have transparent sprue. This one is packed into this Ziploc bag. Just give me a second. Here we have some parts for the canopy and also some parts for the external clear elements like position, lights and etc. Molding quality is really nice, but there are no masks included into this kit, so you have to cut them with your own hands, or maybe source some aftermarket set which will be useful for this kit. But I mean, it shouldn't be difficult to cut them, because we have large clear segments and they are mostly squarish, so it's not difficult to cut square segments of masks. Here we have Decal Sheet. This one is printed by Tecmod. We have 1 decal for the dashboard, and this is a small PE thread which is unpainted, and it will be used for the external and internal detailing. Those are typical IBG Models products, so don't worry about possible problems. Then we have correction for the assembly manual. As you can see, you have to attach these elements because they are not included into the assembly manual, so don't forget about it, because otherwise you might end up with model and 2 extra parts. And on the bottom of the box we have assembly manual. This one is printed in form of this large brochure, which should be familiar if you already built some IBG Models kits. We have paints chart on the first page, decals and P parts map, let's say. Here is a parts map for the plastic elements. Assembly process starts with machine gun, as far as you can see. Then we continue with wings, fuselage house, and in total you will have to perform 11 steps. Here you can see one of the marking options, and here is the second one. So only 2 marking options included into this kit. And that's all for this kit. You can see that IBG Models again released another nice aircraft, which is new tooled. It's completely new plastic, and it should be interesting to assemble in 1/72 scale. Of course, 2 marking options are not that great, but I hope that in future releases we will see more. And if you want to check detailed photos of this kit, just go in the video description here below. There should be a link for the review article. And if you want to help us, press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.